Hey guys, so this is part 2 of the Monaco Diamond League. This time we'll be talking about the women's 100 meters, which held in Monaco. Now we had Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the world champion, the 5-time world champion, of course, excuse me. She was to compete at the Monaco Diamond League, where she hit another world. Look, one thing about Shelly-Ann, and I need people to, I saw things online that people were talking about how fast the Jamaicans, you have to understand, where you live also affects how you compete. The Jamaicans has been doing something that no other nation of track and field has done. They have worked at a point where each place that they go, they would drop times, especially Shelly-Ann, who has been the most consistent woman athlete of all time. She keeps one motivation, and she's the only person that could reach those motivations. I remember back in 2012, she was like, I would love to be a point in my life where I could run 10.6 or 10.7s. Flash forward 10 years in the future, she's running just 10.6 only. Ever since last year, she found a new motivation. She's been running just 10.6. So please stop capping of that athletes, the real athletes that are actually doing the work, are now getting attacked because they think of suspicion. Especially for track and field, we got to a point where people that used to either do bad things messed it up for everybody. So when someone actually comes clean and actually runs a good time, we count it as either it's not real or is it fake. She's been running from one season. She has been, if you count last year and this year, she's been doing this more than 8 or 4 times. She's the only person that has run sub 6 under 8 occasions. So please do not play with Shelly-Ann or any of the Jamaicans that are actually doing out there, or even Americans or any athletes that is representing their country. Those athletes has dedicated their lives and how they eat, how they do a lot of things in order for them to be in good shape. Like, to be an athlete is probably one of the hardest decisions sometimes, because you're always going to get backlash and you will be tested for every single thing. So why would you think somebody will mess up their career knowing how they know how to train? It's not like Shelly-Ann is a young athlete. She has been in this game for at least a decade and a half now. So respect the athletes and respect their grind. Respect how hard they work to get to this point. But in the meantime, let's close that out. I just wanted to get it out there. Let's watch the Diamond League Monaco for the 100 meters. Let's check it out.
Great start from Fraser-Pryce, who's already up there, center of these 7. Moving.
If I'm not mistaken, they say they had T.T. Terry, they had Mary-Josée Talou, they had Shelly-Ann, we had what's her name? Aaliyah Hobbs. Aaliyah Hobbs been doing such an amazing season this year. I'm just so proud of her. Like, some of the people that came in and made the U.S. team, a lot of people was calling these teams inexperienced. Well, guess what? They got a 4x1 championships meet. They won. They beat the Jamaicans, which, if you think about it, yes, the Jamaicans pass was slightly horrible, but you gotta understand, they just came from running 100, 200, and still had to run the 4x1 and the 4x4. So let's not forget about that. But they still managed to come in second. It's not like they came in 4th. People always forget that people that's coming second, third, those people still count as well. This doesn't mean these people have been slacking. It's just that you can expect to run your PR with somebody that's been running a different type of PR. Okay? But let's continue to watch the race.
Moving away at the moment, expect Jackson third from right to come through late, but Fraser-Pryce is moving away. Great running from Tallow as well.
Ooh. The world lead is 10. What? The world lead is 1066. Shelly-Ann just beat the world league, and I think she set a meet record at the same time. Plus 0.4 meters per second. That puts her in good company. On top of that, I think they reduced it to like 10.62 if I'm not mistaken. Because normally when you run 0.04 or 0.02 or 0.03, the legal limit, they decrease it just a little bit so that way it could count it as it.
Winning time 10.61. Well, that is only 1/100th of her lifetime best. It is a new meeting record. Many will be happy to see Marion Jones's name locked off the meeting record list. The American running 10.72 back in 1998. Just over 24 years old.
I'm just so... Look, for a person that has watched Shelly-Ann grow from this young adult to this woman and how good she is from 2008. No, we could go back from 2007 to now. It's just respect. Like when you see people work so hard and you see how she's the most consistent athlete of all time. I don't care about nobody else faves. Shelly-Ann has been grinding the 100 meters for such a long time. You have some of the best that has raced against her and said the same thing about Shelly-Ann. And yes, Elaine Thompson is the double Olympic champion, but I would put Shelly-Ann above Elaine any day. The only time Elaine matters to me is at Olympics, because we know that she always bring her A game when it comes to the Olympics. That you cannot take away from Elaine Thompson, you know. And I was so proud of Elaine Thompson too for winning a bronze medal in the 100. You know, it goes to show like these athletes are very humble to even get a medal, and at the same time, especially the type of year we've been having with highs and lows, pandemics, returning of pandemic things. I'm just so proud of the athletes. As people, we should be proud of the athletes for even entertaining us. That's how much I care about the athletes and how hard they have worked to even give us a performance. So congratulations to Shelly-Ann Fraser.
From Marion Jones, and the win.
Yo, when Shelly really gets out, she got one of the most strictest face. Like, she is mean.
But it is indeed a Merton meeting record. 10.62 in fact confirmed.
I'm so proud of her, yo.
It's quicker than anybody else in the world this year. It is the fastest time in the world.
Because I remember I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, because he talks about track. You guys could follow him if you guys want. His name is, his channel is called Race Take TV. And how he was explaining that, so I'm going to use the pin as an example. He was explaining that athletes at a certain age, if your body's healthy enough, you should not be declining. You should actually be going on a straight line, indicating that your time is supposed to be a repeat. Ever since Shelly-Ann has started this year, she ran a 10.67. She ran it 3 times, and then she ran, I think from what they said, she ran a 10.66 at the Sicily Diamond League, and then she came back in Monaco and ran a 10.62. So overall, she's been the most consistent when it comes to 10.62. The only person that hasn't been too much consistent was Elaine Thompson, which is the closest person to Shelly-Ann that I could count on when it comes to being repetitive when it comes to times. Elaine only ran the 10.50 one time, 10.54 one time yet last year, but I believe next year, due to the fact from what I've heard that she changed coach, so I think it's her husband that's coaching her, but I believe once she gets adjusted to the training, we might see her winning next year, or it might be a very close tie. But until right now, that would be legendary if Shelly-Ann wins one more world championship, making her 6. And I think either between Shericka Jackson or Elaine Thompson, those are gonna be 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a sweep again. I just have that feeling, you know.
year, and in fact only Griffith Joyner.
You see those times? Let me read them too so you could understand. She has the meet record. Shelly-Ann got the meet record with a 10.62. You have Jackson, Shericka Jackson got a 10.7. Wait a minute, I have a question, and you guys could put the comments down below. The fact that Shericka Jackson ran a 10.71, doesn't that mean she's now the 6th fastest Jamaican athlete? I may be wrong, you guys could answer it for me, because I know Sha'Carri Richardson was the 6th fastest woman, but 1071, that wouldn't that put her above her? And then 1072, that would put Talou above area record, so I think that would put her. And then you have Aaliyah Hobbs. Talou will always be either 4th or 3rd place, because Talou is not going anything above that. Melissa Jefferson, she didn't make it. Well, she wasn't there anyway. Tamara Clark got a 1096. Tanina from Great Britain got a 1091. TT Terry got a 1090. Aaliyah Hobbs got a 1081. Respectfully, all the Americans managed to get into the top spots, but the 2 Jamaicans and Talou, yeah, it's just amazing to see athletes are doing very well. And you know what's cool? Shelly-Ann is so lovable by everyone. She's she's the same as Alice. Like, she's so lovable that she's not egoistic. Like, she will care about all athletes, even though you're American or Jamaican or any, because she cared. Like, what really got me was, I think at the start of the year, she had a race with Christine Mboma at the Cape Kenya Classics, and sadly Mboma did not manage to get to the World Championships. But Shelly-Ann came to see her and was like, you know, you're still young, you're gonna come back on your feet, don't worry. And it goes to show the amount of respect people love about her, that she's willing to give back and help athletes get on their feet. You know, she's a motivation to a lot of women, and you know, it goes to show like she's a very good role model for people to watch. I really appreciate that about her, as always. Like, she's one of those great names that I think nobody should, if they're talking on greats, she should even be mentioned in the room at the same time, because it's Shelly-Ann. Alright, but I really like Shelly-Ann for what she has been doing. Like, she's opening up the flood. Ever since she ran that 1063 last year, she opens the floodgate for all these people to come in.
Flojo, as she was known, and Elaine Thompson here have run quicker in history than that.
So proud of her. But yeah, so I'm done talking about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. You guys can leave the comment down below. If you guys want to see more videos like this,
have run quicker in history.
So I'm gonna stop it here. So if you guys want to see more about track and field, I will be covering the men's 200 and as well as the men 100. You guys can leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay guys, thank you guys for staying up. So the videos will be uploaded soon, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye bye.